So, the third time, let us start about the business administration bachelor program. My name is Eerma, and about myself, I'm a program director, and I hold a master degree from Columbia University on international relations and economic policy, and PhD from Tartu University in economics. So here today, we start about our program, and the context for program is following that, as you may already know, that University of Tartu is based on the rankings, one of the top universities in the world. If we take the rankings and rankings for universities, then it is belongs to the 1% of top universities in the world. So a program is situated in the Faculty of Social Sciences, and to be more precise, so it belongs to the School of Economics and Business Administration. And our School of Economics and Business Administration is based in Estonia, and we are also leading in the Nordic countries. So, and now when we particularly a little bit open the program, BBA program, then currently we have achieved levels that the program is ranked as a third study program amongst 140 programs at the University of Tartu. So it means that evaluation indicators what were followed, like a successful graduation, possibilities for practical training, internship, and also how students evaluate the courses, as well as our program curricula in total. So this is a quite good result we have achieved, and I see that we should keep going as we have done, and do some developments already with next students. So a little bit about the curricula. It is in total requirement is that you will achieve during 3 years 180 credit points, and curricula contains fundamentals of business, business and environment and management courses, and special modules. So, and you also have possibility to choose elective business courses and optional courses, both within the 12 credit points. And of course, as I mentioned, that our students are quite successful doing, say, internships. So this practical training, usually students start on the second study year. So, and of course, part of curricula for the graduation, students need to write first research paper on a topic they choose, and then continue this research paper and develop it for the bachelor thesis for the graduation. Or there is another opportunity if student finds that writing is not her or his strong skill, then it's possible to choose the graduation exam. So about the courses a little bit. Courses cover major areas of business administration, starting from the principles of entrepreneurship, as business law, management courses, accounting courses, finance, marketing, of course, and as well business ethics, human resources, and teams in organization. But it also includes a more broader picture, like during the courses about economic policy and global economy and innovation, students can get the broader context for their micro approach during the studies. So, and of course, one needs research methods for the research skills, and also our students will achieve quite a high level of general skills, which is supported by all our curricular courses. So now a little bit about where you are going to study. I guess that you searched already where is our school situating, and it's a Delta Center. Here are some pictures for you, how it looks like. And we are locating in Delta Center, which is really new one. 3 years ago, now already 4 years ago, we moved to the center, the Delta Center. So, and it is one of the most modern centers technology and analytical skills, and also for economics in the Nordic region. And when we have foreign guests, they are really very excited when we make a tour in our Delta Center, and they are really surprised how what kind of excellent environment we have here. So what else? We collaborate very intensively with other universities and also with industries. First of all, we collaborate with the institutes and faculties and centers who situate in our Delta Center. But of course, we have also good cooperation, which we started last year or a year ago with Kent University. And of course, Estonian universities, mainly I would name here Tallinn University of Technology, and also Estonian Business School, with these universities, which have also business administration curriculums. We quite intensively cooperate. So as well with the industries and banks, as shown here, that we cooperate with Tartu Science Park and banks as SEB and Swedbank, and also European Space Agency Business Incubation Center in Estonia. So, and these are just several which are pointed out here, but there is very much more going on. So now we move into the Delta Center, and here you see the picture, what are the conditions for students and how our modern learning environment looks like. You have a very nice opportunities. Students can do the group works, as in this particular picture you can see. And also there are individual seating places for students in this area, which is having a view to the river Emajõgi. So student area, of course, our library is for economics and also mathematics and computer science institutes. So you may choose very often to study at the library. Also, we have different laboratories and rooms for seminars and other events. Our biggest auditorium has 300 seats. And close to this biggest auditorium, we have also large cafeteria area where you can have lunches, but also spend some time when we have some celebrations. So a little bit about the School of Economics and Business Administration in numbers as well. We are 86 years old. For compare to the university, we are quite young department of school. University itself, if you have searched already, the history goes back to 1632, year 1632. So, but our school is also existing more than 80 years, and we have more than 80 employees. We have 8 chairs. We have here 10 curriculums for students and approximately 800 students. Amongst them, 200 are international students. So here are some pictures from previous year students who graduated happily. And this third picture here in a row, you see on the right-hand side that happy students both on Delta, in front of Delta building, Delta Center. So a little bit about issues what may interest you besides the study environment and then courses, what you will have opportunity and to take. And also I do hope that we have here a second year student who now has opportunity also talk about the student view to student life, to studies and student life. But I will shortly continue here that there are very good opportunities for accommodation, student accommodation, dormitories. They are locating really very close to our Delta Center, and everything in Tartu is very close to the Delta Center because we are situating the bank of river Emajõgi, and I would say that really walking distances are here short in order to study and living places as well. So here you see from the how close they locate to the Delta Center. Delta Center is here, yeah, and also these dormitories are very, very close. And not far from the main building as well, it's a town hall square. So there are in a row several locations for the students' dormitories in Tartu and in Narva Street. It's on the opposite side, Narva Street 25 and 27, situated in the opposite of the street from Delta Center location. And also Narva Street 89. So besides studying, there are also a lot of opportunities to have a social life and improve your networks and get new friends and learn from other international students and also from Estonian students. And we have different events where you can get acquainted with other students. Events like Delta Trends Day, Delta Economics Conference, Delta Career Day, and the Startup Day, which usually takes place in January, and we are pretty close to this event this year, which brings together here to Estonia, to Tartu, like 3,000 participants. And it's a very popular event. And of course, different gatherings at the university and as well our faculty. And we also are warmly welcoming our neighbors, Baltic neighbors, since there are good opportunities to participate in different conferences which unites researchers from Baltics and Nordic countries and even more larger circle. So this is about the events and some nice pictures illustrating how we have had these events lately. So some interesting clubs you may discover when you are a student here. Investment club, marketing club, then for finding internship, you may turn to the photo lab as well. And of course, I would here underline the opportunities of Erasmus exchange, because our students are current students are quite eager to go abroad, to study one semester abroad, and to find out and discover other universities as well. So for that, Erasmus exchange opportunities are really very good. So, and as you may know that Estonia is quite famous about creating own unicorn. So Startup Day is supporting this event. This Startup Day event is supporting attitude to create your own firm, your own unicorn, your own company, and many students, many of our students are really taking eagerly part of these opportunities. And of course, opportunities to besides studies, which are connected with sports and to know better about what's available in Estonia. Here we have in the center Estonian National Museum, which is really rich cultural museum where you can get acquainted with Estonian culture, and a lot of events take place in this museum as well. So what happens after you successfully graduate? So I already mentioned that our graduation indicator is improving year by year, and lately we achieved quite good results. And our students are finding through practical training course and internships they are doing, also say a future job places and work in companies in Estonia or in other countries, or as mentioned, say choose to build up their own company. Also, third possibility is to continue on a master level studies at the University of Tartu, our school, or a variety of other countries are possible where our graduates have been moved, like to Finland, Denmark, Germany, and Netherlands. So, and of course, a lot of opportunities for specialization during studies. If you take part in all these opportunities we are offering here, then you are prepared, very well prepared for your future life. Is it in studies or master level studies, or you choose to work? So about our alumni, I would say that approximately 57% will continue in master programs, as the previous statistics shows. And 1/3 of our graduates choose to work for the Estonian companies. And mainly the students, our graduates, work in marketing and finance spheres, banks as well. So there are several opportunities for the future career. And now I'm reaching to the point what may interest you the most. When you have made your decisions that it's the right place, right school, right university to continue your bachelor studies on the business administration, then admission is already open. The system opened at the beginning of January. So, and application deadline is 15th of April. By 25th of May, we will announce the results, and academic year starts on the 2nd of September, when there is a very nice kickoff celebration, kickoff meeting. So, and about the requirements. So applications are evaluated based on the motivation letter, which is forming 60% of the final score. And the second item for evaluation is a mathematics test, which is 40% of the final score. So there are some useful links, and I am done here with my presentation. So I would kindly ask to continue our second year student, Edhard Older. Are you here? Do you hear us?
Yes, sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Thanks.
Great. Thank you for the opportunity. Then I'll begin. I have a couple of bullet points to speak about here today, and I guess we'll start from the furthest corner about the living conditions for our students. The first thing everybody sees when they arrive here, because you live in a dormitory even before you start your studying year. So personally, unfortunately, I haven't been able to live through this experience because I haven't lived in a dormitory, but a lot of my friends and a lot of my course mates are living there. I think that's a beautiful place for our students. They have a lot of free space, a lot of places to move around, speak with their colleagues, etc., etc. So there are some places and dormitories to play tennis, etc., etc. And if we're speaking about my personal experience, I'm living in a rented flat right now, and that's actually quite welcoming in Estonia that you can easily rent out any apartment here. I came here and in approximately 3 days, I think, I already had all the documentation and started living here in an apartment. So that's an easy part. Uh, I guess no one will have any problems with that. And then we will go now to job possibilities. That's the most interesting thing. Everybody goes to a bachelor studies to have a great job and have a good salary. And that's actually a cherry on the top of this cake called Delta Center, because you have a lot of job possibilities here. Firstly, as you already spoke about, that's career day for students where they can come and visit their future company representatives, speak with them, ask them. The last time I visited this career day, it was a whole of different companies, about 50 of them or something like that. We spoke with every last one of them, checking out different requirements, possibilities, anything for students actually. Marketing, technology, business, e-commerce, anything you want can be found there. And speaking about startups, actually, because we're going to a business administration to administrate the business or actually start one, it's also a great opportunity for students, this startup day, because anyone, even starting from the first year of studies, if you think you have a great idea, you can go there, pitch yourself, find anyone who wants to join your team. Maybe you have an idea, but you don't have programming skills, let's say. You can find people there. You don't have law knowledge and experience, you can ask people around there. Obviously, not only like seeking help from participants, but also they provide you help with their own contact base, where you can go to law companies that will provide you their services with a lower price because you're a student of university. Actually, speaking about, again, my personal experience, we started a business venture with my course mate, Volodymyr Simri, on the first year of our studies here. We opened a digital marketing agency that worked for 4 or 5 months. Unfortunately, we had to close it due to some taxation restrictions caused by our citizenship, but that's not a big issue. The main thing is how easy it is to open a business here. If you have ideas, if you think that you are an expert in some sphere, you always have a lot of support. You can go to your professors and lecturers, ask for their help. If you, let's say, don't know how to properly legally sign your company, there are always people who can help you. Even if the particular person you reached out to doesn't know the answers, they will always provide you with a contact you can call to find the answer for a question. I see a question here. Okay, I guess Andres will answer it. Next one is about events for students. Jan Eerma already told about them. A lot of different events with studies, a lot of clubs, marketing, financial club, I mean investment club, international club, etc., etc. A lot of different opportunities for enjoying yourself in the evening. The Tartu is basically a students' town. That's why we have a lot of different evening events like karaoke parties, clubbing, etc., here. So you can always find something to do in the evening after a long studying day. You can enjoy yourself. And I guess the last and most important question for everyone is studying hard? It's actually quite difficult question to answer because it depends on the perspective. If you're ready to work hard, you're mostly welcome because you can take different courses you want to, as Diana said, optional courses even out of our field of knowledge. Like me personally, I prefer philosophy. So I took this course that is not in my curriculum, but I wanted to learn it, so I can. And if you're eager to learn, there are always people who can help you. There are always lecturers who will answer your emails, etc. If you need help, there it is. About the main studies courses, some of them are hard. Yeah, we need to admit it. Courses like statistics and econometric methods, courses like quantitative economics, yes, they're quite interesting, quite hard to overcome, but it's almost, not almost, but obviously worth it, because that's a knowledge you will need, that's a knowledge you will apply to your future job. Not something like you can only hear during the lecture, something you see and then boom, you don't remember it. But something you will actually require, you will actually use while your startup creation, while seeking out for a job, while your future life. Give me a second, I look through the questions we have here. I guess they're all mostly technical questions, and Andres will answer it. Basically, that's all from my side. If you have any questions to me as a student, I am happy to answer them now.
Do we have questions from audience? I see that we had here someone raised a question about the master program requirements, but it's from some other presentation, or I do not understand.
Unfortunately, I cannot answer that question because
Yeah.
I'm a second year student of bachelor's.
Yeah. I mean that the question is also not so valid for our program, because as I told that for the applicants should first write a motivation letter, and these motivation letters will be evaluated, and based on the successful evaluation letters, candidates will be invited to do some mathematical test, and a mathematical test it's based on the gymnasium knowledges on the math, and this test will be in May, from 13th to 19th of May. It is a Moodle test. If this explains once again about the requirements to apply for the Bachelor of Business Administration program to become a student in our program.
Sorry, as I see there was a question from Mohammed. What is your background? Can you please elaborate this question? Do you mean my background, my citizenship, or my previous studies experience, or? Previous studies, I've been studying in Ukraine for hotel and restaurant business for a bachelor degree, and work experience is I worked at SEB Bank, Estonian bank. I worked at currently working in Printify as a full-time employee and our winter time. And previously, obviously, while I was studying hotel restaurant business, I worked several times in different restaurants and etc. etc. If you're speaking about my personal business ventures, it's, as I said, digital marketing agency Spectrum. We closed up several clients in housing sphere, several in financial sphere, and one, if I'm not mistaken, my colleague was working on it, modeling agency. So basically, yes, that's it. Currently, I'm working with e-commerce, so I hope that's answered your question. Will there be an open day for medicine? Unfortunately, I don't know. Does the university offer online application for international students? Andres, please answer this one. What is an admission requirement for master? Oh, we already said that. Unfortunately, I don't know the answer for this question. I guess you will be provided an answer from Andres. Is it possible to study IT as an additional course? Of course, I had this one. I had Introduction to Python. It's an introductory course, but you can continue working on it after you finish the course. You have opportunities to apply for optional courses, and they can be basically anything from University of Tartu curriculum if they do not require previous education. There are several courses that go one by one, so you will need to study them one by one.
What concerns our master programs and requirements for them, in following presentations, probably one can get information about our master's mathematical master program and as well for some ITM, Innovation and Technology master program. So then the answer will be covered, what kind of requirements are for master programs. So, and for medicine, you have to look the university webpage to find out the virtual presentation when it will be. Yeah. So, any other questions?
Next question from Mohammed. Basically, I'm a freelancer to operate it on Upwork. How will you rate this and how will I survive? That's a difficult question, actually. I spend about from 6 to 8 hours a day studying. It's including offline lectures in a Delta Center and plus homework routine, group chats, group work with my course mates, etc., etc. So basically, you can plan your personal time as follows. You spend as much as you spend on sleeping, then about 6 to 8 hours on studying, maybe more, depends on how much courses you take in a semester, and then work as a freelancer as you wish. I guess it's more than possible to survive this.
Our students are very active. They do many things and multitasking. So really very good students reach to us. So they are active in social life, they are studying, but yeah, so studying is the most relevant why you will apply for University of Tartu. But also this networking is relevant for students, and to find many new friends since our class is very international. So, and I promise you that you will learn a lot from other students about their culture and then about skills and do you agree with me?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Anyone wants to raise a question?
Sorry, at this moment I will need to hop off this call because I need to prepare for the next meeting. Meanwhile, I thank you for the opportunities. Thanks everyone who listened to it. I hope to see you in a Delta Center studying business administration. And if you have any other questions, you can always find me WhatsApp, Instagram, etc., etc. So see you.
Thank you. So. Seems that we covered all the questions, and I also conclude here that thank you for listening us. Thank you for your attention and questions, and I do hope that next academic year we will meet with some of you who were in this audience today. So very welcome, warmly welcomed. First to apply, and then we have opportunity to meet with you. Bye-bye.